Yes, ma'am.
Hi. Okay. Y'all look really gross and like smelly on the show.
Thanks.
Right now.
Thank you.
You ain't wrong.
Are y'all actually
Just got
that
here.
gross and smelly?
Wait, what? What did she say? What did she say?
It's not working, man.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you for real. I'm just joking. I wasn't going to attack you because that's.
She was
wrong.
asking if you really did get legitimately dirty and gross smelling, because from an audience perspective, that's what you perceive, is that you guys just don't get to bathe as often, or ever.
After a while, it doesn't even matter.
Well, you know what you do is like you wake up in the morning and you get there and you get covered in dirt and crap, and then you go home and you can have the choice of showering or coming ready to work the next day. So, yeah, right? I mean, save some time. Sleep in.
Fully prepared, or having them treat you the next day, which is not worth it sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's like 5
It's like, oh no, you don't have to get my right arm because it's already filthy. I mean, it's fine. That's a smart way to play it. So yes, we do smell. I'll see you in the parking lot. Just kidding. I love you.
Sir?
What do you think about Rick's news about the infection and how a single bite or scratch will super infect them?
Wait.
Well, if you,
We're all ready.
yeah.
Wait, one more time.
Everybody's seen all of the episodes, right?
Raise your hand.
Okay. One of you have. We gotta cut it short right now.
In the season finale, we find out that Rick has news about the infection.
Yeah.
My question is, what do you think about being scratched or bitten once and becoming super infected in turn?
I don't think the scratch is the. I don't think the scratch is the problem. It's just death. I think.
if you die, no matter what you turn, it's
It's just exposure.
And I think a zombie bite
Yeah,
has
that's
the
the
ability to
just
kill
ask
you
that. Obviously,
in terms
doesn't
of,
like it.
I think maybe something in the saliva.
What an idiot.
Yeah, that just accelerates the process.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you're, I think, just general exposure to the world.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Well, when Jim dies, he gets killed by the fever.
Yeah.
So it's like you're already infected, but
The bite makes it.
the bite is
Yeah,
what kills
somebody
you
kills you, yeah.
from the fever.
So wait, that was the question. What do you think about it, right?
Yeah, it's more of a scientific question. I think he was just trying to lead on to,
Oh, okay, I see.
is the death come from the bite of the scratch, or is it just instant, the chemical reaction caused the dormant virus or whatever it may be to just become instantly active?
Yeah.
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 Sir, how about you?
Hi. So part of the reason the show is so suspenseful is that there's the constant credible threat that you could all die a horrible death at any moment. Does that make getting your script really stressful each time?
Whenever I get a script, I like drop everything. Like whoever I'm talking to on the phone, whoever, like I was actually talking to my mom on Mother's Day. And I had only been talking to her for like 10 minutes, and I was like sort of on my iPad too, like trying to like, oh, what's going on this weekend, blah, 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 happy Mother's Day, you know. And I was like, I'm sorry, Mom, I have to go, I just got the next script. And she's like, okay, well, I have to go ready. I have 20 minutes. So I read them immediately, and I don't know, that's probably why a little bit you can be like,
Do I die at the end?
well, and also you just want to see what's gonna happen. Like they really do every script like leaves you with some sort of cliffhanger, or at least yeah. I mean, and I'm always like, oh, I gotta see what's gonna happen. Like I'm like you guys. Like I'm so interested to see, oh, what's gonna happen in the next episode. So I have to know immediately. That's all. Actually.
Yeah. There's general concern.
I would try and wait for like 2 scripts because I would like find out the first cliffhanger, and I'd never really read the lines until the second time I read it. I would just read the description, like what was happening, because I just had to know. Because if I had I'd take the time to read the lines, it wasn't worth it until you finish the script.
Yeah. You know, worst thing in the world because that's awesome. Like it was still like super entertaining. Because I mean, you know, it just has to happen. That's really solid material anyway.
Eat that nasty duck.
Blood all over the
Yeah.
I would think the revisions would have to be the worst, because you get it all set in your head, and you're like, oh, there's 12 changes? Awesome, where are they? Let's do this.
My favorite was when they killed me off in 209, and then they were like, I came to work, I was like, okay, I'm gonna be dead now, and then they were like, oh no, you're not. Since when? Why?
Weren't you the cow?
I was the cow that Dale finds initially. I was the Jimmy cow. When Dale's like meandering through the woods, and I remember I walked into the, we were telling the story yesterday, I walked into the wardrobe one day, and I was like thumbing through their script. And I wasn't supposed to have seen it, I guess. It was like the first draft, and it was like, Dale turns and sees a dead Jimmy against a tree. I was like, you don't even need to see me die. Like, there's a corpse, great. And so, like, I was pretty bummed with that. But then afterwards, they found out they changed it, because they changed, you know, you never know what's going to happen, even when you do.
Yeah, we're on that show.
We've got time for 2 questions, so we're going to take one on each side and bounce to you, sir.
Sorry.
I know that Andrew started calling you Short Round when you were getting first episodes.
Who did? Andrew?
It was Andrew, right?
No, it was Daryl.
It was Darren. But are there any other nicknames that the other cast members just started calling you guys?
Oh wait, he didn't call me Short Round in real life, or else he'd have a black eye.
You're so tough, man.
You know what happened? First season, I remember we went to wardrobe, and I was so nervous because I was like, oh man, I can't, you don't want to rock the boat, because this was my first big gig, and, I was so nervous, and I was like, our costume designer at the time, we have a different costume designer now, but she gave me this outfit, and I was like, okay, so it's this hat, and then this baseball shirt, and then this backpack, and then these shoes, and then these jeans. And I was like, what the hell, man? I look like Short Round. I said that! In my head, I said it. And then, I didn't want to say it to anyone else because they're like, what if it's, you don't want to be that guy, and they're like, oh, well, if you don't want to look like Short Round, we'll get someone that does. And, it wasn't acquiescing because I was like, you know what, as soon as I get the chance, I'm taking this goddamn baseball shirt off. And, basically what happened was, second season, I said it in my head and I called it out. And the second season, Denise, one of our producers, was like, did you know that you look like Short Round in the first season? I was like, yes, I did. And so what they did was like, we have to call that out, just to call it out so that we never have to visit that again. And they have Daryl call me Short Round in the show. Where did you hear that they call me Short Round in real life?
I was just reading some news on the unofficial Walking Dead app.
So he got it from a secondary source on a secondary source on an app. Did you quote it? Did you use it as reference in a paper? Sure did.
Good job.
Did anybody else have a memorable nickname that was bandied about between the of you? That you can share?
No, everybody's nice. So we don't call people mean things.
No, they called me
There's no
Jimmy.
reason about that.
John Bernthal has nicknames for everybody.
Oh
Yeah. What do you call you? C-Money?
nice.
C-Nice? Mine was Two Guns. I think he called Sarah Wayne Callies Skinny Wrists. It's because she had skinny wrists. Because I'm a stretch, really. Isn't that pretty? Awesome. Next question.
Last question.
Hi, I'm a really big fan. I live here in Atlanta, so I've actually seen locations where you shot the first and second episodes in the first season, like 7 to 10 blocks from here.
Nice.
That's true.
And I was thinking, it's Entertainment Weekly interview, he said the prison cast is miserable, but I was in 90210. And I was thinking, if you weren't so miserable, would you think that the prison would make a good haunted house? A real haunted house I think, out there, and people come to Dragon Con can actually go. Because it's exciting to see these locations here in Atlanta. Just one around the That's amazing.
Are you a young entrepreneur? Are you a hungry, new, young entrepreneur?
I mean, yeah, I tracked down that farm, I want to find the prison. I'm so excited about this. Yeah, no,
Dude, that's a great idea, man. You should pitch it, because maybe you guys would make.
He just did. That's his pitch.
You're pitching it. Oh, you're pitching right now. So,
yeah, give me your opinion on that.
dude, it is miserable, right? Our prison sucks.
Yeah,
it's
prison.
because it's so well made. Like it's nasty.
It's gross, and I feel like it just, every time it just gets grosser. It's like,
Yeah.
It's like Roman Reedus.
We all shoot down in Sonoy in a studio that they converted into a prison, and it's so gnarly that it was fabricated, and yet, like I think Chandler, you walked in with like, did you just have like polio or something? I'm just joking, but he like caught something terrible. He just got so sick, and we're indoors, and it was like because they pump smoke, they pump like dirt, they pump like. Yeah. It's horrible. Oh yeah, you sneeze and then like there's like black stuff coming out of your nose.
Yeah, I was sick for like 2 weeks and then half of the crew was as well.
Yeah.
When
So-
I sneeze, sparkles come out of my nose.
And on the sparkly sneeze